Not to Be a Man Anymore by Emil Cioran. I am more and more persuaded that man is an unhappy animal, abandoned and forced to find his own way in life. Nature has never known anything like him. He suffers 1,000-fold more from his so-called freedom than from his imprisonment in natural existence. Not surprisingly, he often longs to be a flower or some other plant. When you come to a point where you want to live like a plant, fully unconscious, then you have come to despair of humanity. But why shouldn't I exchange places with a flower? I already know what it means to be man, to live in history, have ideals. What else is in it for me? To be man is, of course, a great thing, but it is mainly a tragedy, because to be human means to live in a totally different way, more complex and more dramatic than natural existence. Life's tragic character gradually disappears as you go down the scale towards the inanimate realm. Man tends to monopolize tragedy and suffering in the world. That's why salvation for him is a burning, insoluble question. I am not proud to be a man, because I know only too well what it means to be man. Only those who have not experienced this state intensely are proud of it, because they intend to become men. Their delight is natural. There are among men some who are not far above plants and animals, and therefore aspire to humanity. But those who know what it means to be man long to become anything but. If I could, I would choose every day another form, plant or animal. I would be all flowers, one by one, weed, thistle, or rose, a tropical tree with a tangle of branches, seaweed cast by the shore, or mountain whipped by winds, bird of prey, a croaking bird, or a bird with melodious song, beast of the forest or tame animal. Let me live the life of every species, wildly and unselfconsciously. Let me try out the entire spectrum of nature. Let me change gracefully, discreetly, as if it were the most natural procedure. How I would search the nests and caves, wander the deserted mountains and the sea, the hills and the plains. Only a cosmic adventure of this kind, a series of metamorphoses in the plant and animal realms, would reawaken in me the desire to become man again. If the difference between man and animal lies in the fact that the animal can only be an animal, whereas man can also be not man, that is, something other than himself, then I am not man.